Everyone, and welcome back to, I suppose it's not even the road to 160 anymore, is it? Because we smashed it. Excellent. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a Christmas do what I bloody well like session. So we're going to go a little bit heavy, or some of you might say, oh, that's not heavy, Barry, I can do 300 kilos, as I usually get in a lot of comments. But we're going to be going heavy. Will we hit 140? Will we hit 150 today? I don't know. But we're going for some reps. We're going for some threes. We're going for some fives. Let's see what we can do. Let's have some Christmas fun on the bench. Let's get into it. Now, like any old bugger like me does, let's get warmed up. Yes, before you say it, it's the Barry. For the first time since I've benched in a good 3-4 days. Okay, right, let's get some weight on this goddamn bar. We're going to skip 60, we're going to go straight to 100, 225 baby, 220 baby, so many arguments over it, 2.2 pounds to a kilogram, whatever. See you back in a second for 100. And as like magic, 100 kilograms on the bar, 20, 40, 20, 40. Hopefully you can all do the maths on that one. Let's whoop some 100 kilos. Oh. How funny is it, right, that the first set on 100 kilos, whenever I lift it off, I'm like, oh my God, that feels so heavy today. Then as you saw when I did the 10 by 10 video, I felt exactly the same. And then, boom, 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 set by set, smashed the granny out of it. 100 kilos. I don't usually do 110. I usually go straight to 120. But now I'm going to do the same thing today, people. Let's go 120, see what we can do. Might do 110 on the way back down, see how we feel. Next time I see you, it'll be 120. And we're back in. We have 120 kilos on the bar, 20, 40, 50. Strangely enough, same the other end. And a 20 kilogram Olympic bar. 120 kilos. Let's make this happen. Oh dear. And yes, before everyone says it, who hasn't watched my videos before, that is a 3-ton axle stand, which you'd usually use to keep a car up. Sound like David Attenborough or something now, don't I? Right, 120 kilos, let's go. It's only because this bench, I actually really like how thin it is compared to the fatter flat bench I have. If I grow my back any, I'll start using that other bench. But for now, while I've got a weak ass back, as a few have said, we'll have to stick with this bench and just hope it doesn't collapse. But let's be honest, it didn't collapse under 120, under 160, so hopefully it won't do under 120. Let's go. Come on. I did say, people, we're on the volume today. We're on the volume. 10 repetitions, 120 kilos. Come on. That was good. That was good. Happy days. So we will go up to 130 on the next one. So we'll grab some of those Techno 5s. Next time you see that bar, you'll have 130 on it. And we'll see what we can do with that. I'm going to give myself, as usual, as you'll know it, probably about 4 minutes rest. So it's a couple of minutes after 7 now. So I'll kick in with that just after 5 past. So all good. So yeah, 160 nailed. 11 days before I said I'd do it by. There were doubters. There were people that said I was ready. The latter were right. All I did was change up my program. I was going completely off in another direction. To be honest with you, as I said in previous video but one, I started to try to make things more interesting for views. So I'm going to add this in, I'm going to add this in, I'm going to add this in. And all I did was lose complete focus. Had to get my shit back together, go off the volume, because for me, it's endurance, it's repetition, it's enjoying it. And my most enjoyable sessions, as I've said before, in the previous video, if you haven't seen it, there's probably a reason because no one seems to watch volume videos. I would much prefer to go after 10 sets of 10 reps on 110 than aim for 160. I just love the pump. I love the trying to get somewhere as opposed to just going after those first ones. But that's not saying that the frickin' 160 journey wasn't epic, because I flipping love that too. But there's something about hitting volume. But as I said, they get no views. So although I do them, the volume, I probably upload 2 out of every 3 I do. But that last one, 110 kilos, 10 by 10, flipping love that. By far, my most happiest, my most enjoyable bench session of probably 2024. Absolutely loved every second of it. And I am going to get 10 at 10 with no breaks next time. Because as you probably would have there was a few sets where I didn't get to that 10. It was a bit annoying, but bloody happy with that 110 kilos. And no wonder I'm smashing 10 reps and 120. But let's stop chatting, because that's given me my almost 4 minutes rest. So let's get some more onto this. So we said we're going to put 5 kilograms each more on. That'll take it to 130. And then we'll go to town on 130. What I might do before that though, in the extra minute I've got, is just stretch out the anterior delts a little bit. And just hang. Oh, get that back there. Stretch.
It's not easy reaching your goal. It's not easy changing your life. It's not easy trying to build a business and people are negative and saying no every day. It takes a lot of guts. Bill collectors are calling and your phone might be cut off. And you might lose your job. It takes a lot of guts.
That wasn't slow mo after either, that was just flicking control. Right, let's go after 130, shall we? So we did, what did we do? I think we did the bar, which was a flipping hard workout. Did the bar to start with, went straight up to 100, smashed, I think 10 repetitions did we on 100? I think we may have actually only done 8 on 100, didn't we? Because we were going to save a little bit of energy. Then we went to town on 10 reps for 120, which I'm well happy about. Well happy to be able to do 10 reps on 120. And now we're going to do 130. So it'll be good to see if I can get 5 out on this. But we'll see. Maybe I've absolutely hammered myself on 120. We're going to do 2 or 3 on this. I'm going to die. Remember, there was a few weeks back where I didn't even do 1 set of 5 on 130. And that was only a couple of weeks ago. And I thought the road to 160 was on its arse. But actually, I just OD'd on antihistamines. Right. 130 kilograms. Motivational speeches. On the bar. Let's go.
ladies and gentlemen, what you will discover is that it's worth it. Now, whatever goal you have, here's what you know. You're going to have some opposition. You're going to have some difficulties. You're going to have some challenges. Long journey, long dark night. But when you hold on to your dream, don't let anybody kill it. Just hold on to that dream.
Happy days, good.
130 for 5. Probably had about 1 or 2 more. The 7th one might have landed on the rack or spotter stands, whatever you call it. That was all right. That was all good. This is almost my heavy get up. Dial it in. I'm not as dialed in as I was for the 160. This is reps today. Yeah, I certainly haven't got my angry features on. But yeah, this hoodie seems to work, man. Literally have to become flipping Obi-Wan Kenobi / the flipping Grim Reaper to get shit done. That was all right. So that's 130. Happy days. I think we will go to 140. See if I can get a rep out on 140. Then we're going to go back down the pyramid and smash some reps again. Right. I'm just going to finish off that BCAAs, or EAAs actually. I'm not taking creatine. I suppose actually that's a good point. Let's talk about that quickly. Just in my rest period before we hit 140. So yeah, not taking creatine anymore. And the reason for that, as I think I mentioned, and actually probably as you saw, I found out that creatine was the reason why I got a horrendous allergic reaction. And funny enough, it was all the way down, I don't know what, that's not the esophagus, is it? Do you know what I mean? It was literally down my throat. And I was like, what the bloody hell? So that just pushed me towards thinking, actually, wait a minute, is it deodorant? Because I've got sensitive skin, so it's like, was it deodorant I'd sprayed, a change of deodorant? It's come up through there with the heat and caused a rash. But was using the same deodorant. Started using a creatine the other day that I got free from a shop on TikTok. They just sent me it to review it, so I reviewed it. Actually, I got 2 through, and I believe it's one of them. But I think it's just down to me. It's not a poor product because it's got loads of reviews. No one ever mentioned it. I think it's just down to me. But I went and had a training session the other day and added creatine to my EAAs. And again, within about 5 minutes, boom, up again, really red. So I know it's not the EAA, so I'm just putting it down to the creatine. So I'm having to stop using creatine. I haven't used it for years. As I mentioned in a previous video, I kind of got back on it probably about a week or so ago. And yeah, strangely enough, boom, it came up. Didn't put it down to creatine, so I thought nothing of it. Thought, as I said, it was probably an allergic reaction to a deodorant or maybe an aftershave, or I don't know, maybe I was getting ill. Don't know, but it looks like, unfortunately, it was the creatine. But yeah, I was getting some decent water retention with that. No remarkable efforts in strength going forward, but I was getting pretty massive. So yeah, never mind. Right, now have I talked a good game and forgot to put 5 on each side? Because that's probably 5 on there. No, that's all good. Good. Right, so we've got 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. People keep saying, Barry, look, you don't have to count the weights out to us. We believe you, mate. I do it because sometimes I snippet these and I'll use these for shorts and different things on YouTube. So it's just good where I go through the whole 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, you kind of get it now because then people see it and they're like, okay, cool, 140. Because loads of people, honestly, there's some people out there that don't lift. I've had loads of comments and I've seen it on others as well where it's like, wait, you're including the bar weight? Of course you are. You're lifting a 20 kilogram bar. But yeah, there's just comments like that. So I like to spell it out for those people out there that need it spelled out. Right, 140 kilos. Let's see if we can chuck one up on here. And once we've done this, we'll go all the way back down and see if we can smash some reps again. Oh, God. It's a nice little double trouble on 140. That was all right. Squeezed the last one, which was nice. Happy days. Right, take those off. So we'll take, what, 20 kilos off the bar. That'll leave me down on 120. Oh, give myself a couple of minutes rest. And then we'll see just how good my endurance is. Because going down the pyramid, I'm going to see how close I can get to some decent repetitions on 120 again. So as you know, we started with, what, 8 reps on 100, did 10 on 120, did 5 on 130, and 2 on 140. So I'm not going to do 150, 160 tonight. This is a heavy volume, so we're going to go 120 again, and then we're going to see what we can do. Be nuts if I could repeat anywhere close to 10. Probably don't think I'm going to get to 10, but interesting to see what I can get to. Those with a lack of endurance would probably hit about 4 or 5 on this, having just hit a heavy set. I try to work with what I call muscle memory, so a lot of the times I just dial in, don't wait too long, so when I lift the first 3 or 4 reps, my body's still primed on that 140 that I just did for a double, and those fly up, and then you've just got to keep with repetition, 2 up, 2 down, 1.5, 1.5. Yeah, you just dial in the repetition of rep, forget the weight. Probably making no sense there, but it makes sense in my head. Right. Giving ourselves a couple of minutes. Still got a little bit of sorry, not BCAAs, keep saying that, EAAs in there as well. Yeah, so comment, if anyone's taking creatine, if anyone else has had allergic reactions, then let me know. But as I said, I've just got terribly sensitive skin anyway. One reason why it's not ideal to train in a garage in the winter when it's 3 degrees outside, but it ruins the living daylights out of my skin. But hey, gains are gains, people, gains are gains. Right, 120 kilos. Let's go. Right, let's turn this off. Right, a bit of rocky motivation that got me through the heavy session. Almost cancelled out my heavy session, got me demonetised. So I had to get the eye of the tiger, I had to get YouTube to take out eye of the tiger. But there we go. Here we go.
I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you every day. It was like a privilege.
Hey, how can anyone say you should be lifting to this? Right, 120, let's own this. Right, this is going to be about getting the same speed on rep. Did I have the 10th? Flipping heck. Wimped out of that one, didn't I? Right, let's get it done. Jesus. That 9th one just felt unpleasant. To the point of very unpleasant. I should have battled with that 10th. That's what happens when you start having spotter bars on your rack for the first time. Start to wimp the shit out. Right, let's make this one hurt. One for luck and one for failure. Right. Made sure I did one for failing to get to 10. And made sure I paused and made that last one hurt. Right. We're not going to go down to 100 yet. We're going to go and shock the system with some volume on 110. Let's get into it. We're back. For you, it was momentarily. For me, it was some cheeky static holds on back. Making sure we got 110 on the bar. Making sure I've got some decent rocky speeches going on. If you don't like them, put your fingers in your ears. 110, volume, let's go.
Before there were reasons to fight, I could understand, but I don't understand this.
Ooh.
Even if you win, what have you won opposed?
Own this.
Why can't you change your thinking? Everybody else does.
Because I'm a fighter. That's the way I'm made, Adrian. That's what you marry. We can't change what we are.
Yes, you can.
We can't change anything, Adrian. We just go with what we are.
You can't go with what you are. Have you read the papers? Do you know what everybody says? It's suicide. Yes, do you know how strong he is? You can't win.
Oh yeah. Owning 110. 110, you are my biatch. Excellent, right. Shut up. Buy yourself flowers, don't buy any flowers. And how dare you interrupt a rocky speech. Bloody YouTube adverts. Right. That probably 2 seconds will get me demonetised. Right. 110. Smash for 10. Now we go back down to 100. So many of you chasing this weight. It's a quality weight to chase, isn't it? 2 wheels, 100 kilos. Every beginner, intermediates, chest, goal. Oh yes. Once you tame that, everyone should be given a t-shirt. I've conquered 100 kg. 225 pounds, came, seen, game completed. Right, gonna give it a couple of minutes, then we're gonna smash the living daylights out of 100. See if we can do 10 above. Then we're going to go at it. Probably going to hit a couple of more static holds. Go for 3 or 4 on chin, 3 or 4 shoulder. Always like to do that in between chest. Doesn't take it away, there's no fatigue there. The static for me is just decent for blood flow. Right. Blood flow? Jesus Christ. I'm listening to Rocky and just talking crap. How dare you say for a change? Right. I'll see you back in a minute for smashing the granny out of 100 kilos. Once I've done this set, whatever we get on this, I'm going to do some flat flies on here as well. Might just show you a volume set on that as well. Just finish the video off nicely. And then we'll roll on to the next. But I'll see you back in a moment. Have a guess, how many 100 kilo reps do you reckon I'm going to do? Plant it in your head. You can't change your mind. Then comment if you got it right. If you didn't, and you went too high, too low, comment as well. Then I'll start to see those believers and those half glass full. Or maybe those optimists. Pessimists? Optometrists, I don't know. See you back in a sec. This is 100 kilos. Hopefully you've got in your head how many reps I'm going to do. I've had about 3.5 minutes rest. You can listen to a bit of Rocky while you're counting the reps. It needs to be over 10 peeps.
Just remember what I said. Hey, yo, Ted. Yo, ain't you a little scared? I don't get scared. Yo, I think you try a little harder. Scared.
There we go, peeps. 15 repetitions on 100 kilos, and even gave you a nice little cheeky 3-4 second pause on the last rep. That is the bench session done. I'm going to strip this bar down, hit about 3 or 4 sets of 15 repetitions. Probably going to grab between 22.5 and 27.5, just hit fly. Because having a big chest is cool. Having a chest with some shape is even better. That's where flies come in, people. Right, that's me done. Hope you enjoyed the chest session. As I said, today wasn't going mega heavy. We went to 140, didn't we? But a decent pyramid and volume. Still going heavy weight. Then a decent pyramid all the way down. Got to be happy with that. What did we do? Turn this shit off with me. 100 kilos for 8. That's where my memory comes into it. 100 kilos for 8. 120 kilos for 10. 130 kilos for 5. 140 kilos for 1 or 2. I think 2, didn't I? Back down to 120 for 9. And an extra 2, so 11. But split across 2 sets. 110 for 10. 100 for 15 with a pause. That's some volume. That's some heavy ass lifting. I said, now I'm going to hit some flies. You've seen it all before, so I'm not going to put you through it again. Hope you enjoyed the video, as I said a couple of minutes ago before I then did the review. I would edit that out, but as you know, I can't edit. I said, hope you enjoyed it. If you're training this evening, or you're training right now, leave nothing on the bench. Smash the living daylights out of it. Stay safe. Hope you're having a cracking Christmas. There'll probably be another video before New Year. But if you don't watch another video before New Year, have a cracking New Year. And I'll see you people in 2025. But if you're sticking with me, if you're an avid watcher, there will be another one before New Year. So look out for that as well. Love you all. Peace out. Honoured that you spend any time on my videos at all, as I always say. That was bench. And that was heavy volume. Let's go.